All right, here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, making his way to the octagon and looking to lead as the new undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. He has bided his time, waiting for this title shot. He's got the winning streak. He has the quality of opposition. Now he's fighting the #1 guy in the world. He believes he's the best. Now his opportunity to prove it, just a few minutes away. All right, here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. Of course, the target is on his back. All eyes are on this man tonight as he tries to make good on yet another title defense. He has owned this division for some time. The question is, as the challenges get stiffer, can he remain the hunted? Several championship fights to his credit, a lot of 25-minute wars. As he gets older, the challenges get stiffer. We'll see how he handles this one tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Oliveira is 4 years his senior. He will have a 5-inch reach advantage. And now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 34 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Charles Doblox Oliveira. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 14 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria!
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting. You ready?
All right, folks, round 1 is underway. Good to have you with us tonight. This could be a very technical fight, and if you are someone who likes the jiu-jitsu game, this is not a fight you want to miss.
We've got a different audience tonight, because when this one was announced, the whole entire jiu-jitsu world took notice. They said, wow, we get to watch these 2 fighters compete in the UFC. It's something we've wanted for years. Just has to happen in the octagon. It did not happen in a jiu-jitsu competition, but they're more than happy to tune in and watch this great fight. His opponent's got into the clinch. He needs to break away and get back to his range because he's taking punch after punch from this clinch position.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the Jones.
Sound defense there as he blocks the shot.
Nice again.
A nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
Can't attack submission.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Here we are, early round two. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab.
Over and over. You come up, you go down. Another takedown land.
Oh, beautiful counter there as he gains the side mount and try to get out of this guillotine by potentially attempting a Von Flue. Wow. And there it is. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the UFC lightweight champion, and I'm not sure any 155-pounder could have held up under the onslaught here tonight. He wins the belt by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliano has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 15 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
All right, so there he is, and still UFC lightweight champion at 155 pounds. That's saying something, right? A murderer's row of contenders, and the #1 contender, no match for the champion tonight.
For a long time, we talked about 155 as the toughest division in the entire